Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. You know, this is a good one. This is going to be a barn burner. That's all I have to say. It's going to be a barn burner. I like the instrumental. I do. I am so silly. All right, let's get down to the thick of it. Okay. I'm live streaming late because I want to make sure that I get people across the pond. Now, I was on Twitter earlier today and we happened to get into some about the royals and about King Charles and Queen Camilla. Well, additional information has come out. And if anyone, past or present, who would be pleased with all of this would be Princess Diana. Oh, yes, she would take great pleasure in seeing her ex husband and her arch nemesis take a huge fall. Yes. All right. We got a lot to go over. And it all started out something so innocent. Yes, what I said was innocent. You don't have to believe me, but it was innocent. So let me go ahead and get to first because I what I don't like is I don't like bullies. Okay? I don't. And for Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan to be bullied the way they are by the royal family and by their volunteered trolls. And the fact that they're able to look past what occurred and have no problem with the shame that Queen Camilla brought to the Commonwealth. And yes, I'm saying the Commonwealth because it just doesn't begin nor end with the UK. It spreads all over. And if you can have a woman, right, who will enter into a holy matrimony and have no problems kicking it over with no shame. Queen Camilla has zero shame. So when I call her Queen Homewrecker, I mean, many women can identify with a homewrecker wrecking their homes. There are women who had wonderful marriages. They had maybe some issues that needed to be worked out. But then you had that side piece, that woman on the side who just couldn't let the married man go, but reeled him in. And Queen Camilla did. I mean, I don't know how. I truly don't know how. I mean, just take a look at this. I mean, that's Princess Diana. On the left and to the right is Queen Camilla. Now, Queen Camilla tried her best to mimic Princess Diana, but failed miserably. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. She looked like she went to a pub, a motorcycle biker pub, got into a bar fight and won the the pint chugging contest and came out on top. I mean, That's what it looked like to me. But did she stop there? No. Look at that. But sometimes men go down in status. Now, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Albert told Charles, no, you cannot marry that woman. You cannot marry her because she was married and had children. And I looked this up during my Twitter fight, and I had to put it up there. I was like, okay, you all want to talk all this crazy stuff? Fine, go ahead and talk it. But you can't beat the facts. You can't beat the facts at all. So check this out. Charles and Camilla began having an affair in 1986. He was married. She was married. And I feel bad for Mr. Bowles. Oh, I feel bad for him. People knocking on his door talking about his wife having an affair with the Prince of England. What kind of... That's dirty. But both being married, and later in 1995, the interview with BBC, Diana spoke about Camilla's relationship and Charles saying, there are 3 of us in this marriage. I mean, come on. Come on. And they had no problem doing it. They were out in the open. Now, the royals are the royals do mess up. Yeah, yes, they do. But when you're the heir to the throne, that means you must make good judgment. And Prince Charles has not had good judgment in a very long time. He still doesn't have good judgment with all wild stuff what he's doing. I'm not even going to mention the fact that Queen Elizabeth, when she passed, she left the jewels to her all of her jewelry is supposed to go to Princess Charlotte. And that rickety Queen Camilla, I can't believe she's queen. It's the shame is so deep. But Queen Camilla is wearing Queen Elizabeth's jewelry, and Queen Camilla has no shame because she knows that Queen Camilla never liked her. Princess Anne doesn't like her. Now, I don't know about King Charles's brothers. I don't know. Prince Andrew, right there, you can roll dice on that one. I don't know. He's whatever. But let me go ahead and get to the PowerPoint presentation so that you can see how far these royals go. And let me put down in case if you want to come up. Let me leave that in the chat. And let me see. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, yeah, I went there. Yeah, I went there. I stole Diana's man. I stole Diana's life. I stole Diana's status. And that's exactly what Camilla did. She took everything that Diana had. And I can't believe she's wearing Queen Elizabeth's jewelry. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, here I started off like this. Now, yeah, I was a bit like taken aback. And this is what got me, because let me there are a certain segment in the UK to where they jump all over Meghan, call her liars. They call her all types of things. Now, look, okay. Duchess Meghan, I'm not a fan. I'm not, but I don't like bullies. You cannot like someone, fine. Don't like them. You don't have to. But when you start, shall I say, making up things, because when you call her a liar, you have not given one instance of her lying. She's a liar. What did she lie about? I don't know. Well, then why are you calling somebody a liar unless somebody told you that she's a liar and then you took what they said at face value without asking for proof? Now, I'd like to have proof. Direct me. Tell me where I can find the article and then I can look it up for myself. That's just me. I mean, I hear what you say, and then I would like to verify what you say. Because when I say something, I don't want to look stupid. Okay? And a lot of you are so against a Duchess Meghan that it is a cult. I mean, it is a cult. Now, I will say, whomever is the leader, please don't drink the juice. You'll wind up like Jim Jones down there in Guyana. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be that far in the cult to where you can't see the red flags. Just a thought. All right. So I say, wait, you're saying Duchess Meghan brought shame to the UK, but you have no smoke for Queen Camilla? You say nothing about Camilla wearing Princess Charlotte's jewels? Girl, please. You have nerve on reserve. Stop the madness. And it was nothing but pure madness. And then she says, yes, Camilla and Charles did wrong, but never demoralize our I think she meant to say our wonderful queen, and cause a divide to the family, which I'm very proud of. Okay. All right. All right. That's all that I can say. Well, for here, but that's not what I said. I'm like, Queen Elizabeth couldn't stand Camilla. Princess Anne can't stand Camilla. Till this very day, can't stand her. Queen Camilla was able to get her brother to take her job away. I mean, but Queen Camilla, you're going to pay for the ugly that you do. Whatever hole you dig for someone, dig one for yourself, because you're going to fall in it first, and you are falling. Okay. Now there's Rose Hanbury pulling Queen Camilla moves. Princess Kate will soon be replaced. This is the next Queen Mistress. Not demoralized? After 30 years of Camilla, Stockholm Syndrome sets in. And I swear, you all have Stockholm Syndrome. You will work to sit there and find a way. And actually you are, because they want a pay raise. And I know there's Stockholm Syndrome flooding in, because you all taxpayers approved $60 million for King Charles, and they do nothing. I'm just saying, they do nothing. All right, so they go on and say, keep spouting that lie, because I know Rose is extremely wealthy and is suing the one I get the one who slandered her in this life, or in this lie. No wonder Harry's begging for money from daddy. They constantly pay to cover his wife's dirt. I mean, it gets ridiculous. Princess Meghan has nothing to do. I'm sorry. Well, she's a princess over in Nigeria, but Duchess Meghan has nothing to do with it at all. And they continuously bring Duchess Meghan into everything, because the royals, they are boring people. No one wants to be bothered with that. They have, I want to say, they don't have original idea. They don't. And Harry did a great job by marrying Duchess Meghan because she is a natural go-getter. She made her own money. You can't take that from her. She came up with nothing. Her mother and father were, how could I say, had humble beginnings. But Duchess Meghan, she pulled it out of the mud and she made her millions. She made her way through school. She has a master's degree. She's top 10% of her class? Out of what was it, UCLA? I'm not quite sure, but she did that on her own. And let me go on. I'm like, Rose's money came from her ex-husband. She fleeced him, and she did. Rose married, John Marquise. He worked behind the Queen, and he had a huge cottage. What was it, like 19 rooms? Whenever I think of his cottage, I only think of 2-3 bedrooms. No, they're talking about like 20 rooms. She got the money from her husband. Her husband right now is like what, 7 years younger than King Charles? I mean, he saw Rose and saw something beautiful. We can have children. We can have a life together. I'll give you this. And she's like, okay, I want the status and I'll give you some children, but I'm going to cut you loose. I'm going to break your heart and rip it up. No, I'm being hyperbolic. But here, Rose is pulling the Camilla long game, and she is. Her children have jobs with Prince George. Her sons, 2 of her sons. I'm just like, you can't make this up. Watch, Rose will have the title as well. Queen Rose. Watch. King Charles took Harry's inheritance away. Charles the Terrible will pay dearly, and he will. King Charles took away Harry's inheritance. Queen Elizabeth left him Frogmore. That was his. Queen Elizabeth left it to him, and he kicked Harry and Duchess Meghan out. He kicked them out, took away any and everything, and I believe at the behest of Queen Camilla. Queen Camilla, look, Prince Harry is too much like Diana. And having Diana looming around in her son must be horrible for Queen Camilla. And her, I want to say conscious, but no. It's not good for her plan. It isn't. And she is fleecing the king. I wonder if there's some blackmail in her. I don't know. So she says to me, you amaze me how you know so much such rubbish. Again, I believe such rubbish. Okay. You call it rubbish. Fine. They never disputed my facts. They never disputed anything besides saying what I don't know and that person's a liar. They never say what they lie about. Now here, this is what I put out there. I said, I know this. There is a deep shame in the kingdom. No one protected Diana. King Charles is a spineless jellyfish. The adulteress wears Queen Elizabeth's jewelry that was gifted to Princess Charlotte. Royals, protect that shame and that bully. And you have many of you, wait a minute. I want you to see my entire face when I say this. You have no problems saying that Duchess Meghan is bullying the royals. Rubbish. What is it called? Poppycock? Whatever. Poppycock? Rubbish. Whatever. I'm trying to learn your lingo over there. No. No, it is that evil queen. The evil queen that's doing all of that, to the point to where I couldn't believe Prince William said this. He said, Queen Camilla is better than my mother, Diana. Let that sink in. Is she putting some dust, some kind of, I don't know, magic dust into whatever they eat or drink? I don't know, but you might want to stop and take a look at that. But let me go ahead and get to this right here, because you can't make this up. You truly can't. You truly can't, because you got to hear it from them.
Becoming a transformational life coach is a sacred calling. We get to
All right. Listen for yourself.
It was only a matter of time before the tabloids printed what's been circulating in private for days, the full transcript of an alleged conversation between the Prince of Wales and Camilla Parker Bowles.
Did you hear the tape of the conversation between him and Camilla Bowles Parker? Did you hear that?
I did. I was very shocked by it.
The tapes are frankly filthy. They're disgusting. I wouldn't allow my daughter, aged 15, to read them. Well, the real hypocrisy is pretending that there is any other reason for producing the contents of these tapes than to sell newspapers.
I wanna ask one question. Just one question. Just one. Did Camilla make those tapes? Did Camilla tape their conversation? Was that blackmail, holding it over his head? Just a thought. Just a thought. Because if so, it would explain a whole lot. It would explain a whole lot if Queen Camilla was blackmailing him with those tapes. But let's finish it. Oh, fair use. Fair use some more. Oh, that was it. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that it?
There's been no comment from Mrs. Parker Bowles.
Yes.
In the past, her husband has dismissed such allegations as rubbish.
I've nothing to say, so you're wasting your time here. Thank you.
Prince Charles.
I feel bad for that man. I feel bad for her husband. Oh, the deception is so deep. It truly is. And I feel very, very bad for Camilla's ex-husband to be drugged through the mud like that, having reporters. I'll leave it right there. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Charles was doing his best to look as if personal problems were the last thing on his mind, and he avoided all questions about the Camillagate tapes.
And here's the sad part. He can't go to King Charles and punch him out for having his way with his wife. He has no recourse. He has to sit there and take it. Whatever they do, he has to take it. He has no recourse to say, you did this to me. He can't sue him. He can't punch him out. He can't do anything but sit there and look like a lame duck. Let me see what else I want to show you. Was that it? I already showed you most of it, like that and that. But, here, stuff like this. Come on. Princess Diana had no recourse. She had no power, nothing to stop Charles from doing that because he's in line to be king. Princess Diana has zero power, zero. He did whatever he wanted to do, and she had to take it. Now, if it were her doing it, then he could just look at Anne Boleyn. Look at who was it? King George. He was getting rid of his wives left and right. Okay, I don't like you. Your tooth is crooked. You're gone. Your head. Remove that. In the bell tower. He did whatever he wanted. Just like King Charles is doing what he did, whatever he wanted to. And Princess Diana, the only thing that she could do was let him divorce her and further humiliate her. It was just outrageous. He humiliated her to no end. And look, and Queen Camilla, she cannot, okay, I can't say cannot, but Prince Harry is his mother. Prince Harry has the same characteristics as Diana, and it is just maybe eating Queen Camilla away. Just because he will not compromise. He will not bow down. He will not, let his mother's memory go. He will not do that, and he's not supposed to. He isn't supposed to at all. He's not. But Queen, all this stuff is really starting to come out. Camillagate, and you took everything from Diana. You took everything. And the fact that, and I'm looking at Princess Kate, you're not even protecting your children. Princess Diana did everything to protect her children. She couldn't protect herself, but she did what she could to protect her children. And Princess Kate, you're not even doing that. You're just laying down and let everybody roll all over your children because Prince William is not going to do anything. Look, King Charles, he couldn't be too bothered with his own children. The man has a level of selfishness. I'm not going to say narcissist because, I'm not diagnosing anybody because I can't. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, but I know a person who is self-absorbed and only cares about self and cares about Queen Camilla. But I guess now those tapes are out. But Prince Harry, look, those of you who can't stand Duchess Meghan, the fact that Prince Harry is doing everything he can to protect his family, and it got so bad to where he had to remove her and the children from there. You're going to have some psycho go over there and then eliminate her and the children. Somebody who has mental health issues. That's how they always do it. They always use somebody with mental health issues, throw some suggestions out there, and then they do it. Yeah. But royals, if you were, how can I say, uplifting this deep shame and you're okay with it, you don't call it out, you don't look at anything what they do, any and everything what they do is okay. But if Duchess Meghan sneezes wrong, if Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan decide to do something on a certain date because Princess Kate, she's not up to par to where they are, then that is their fault. They have to wait for Prince William to do something besides pet goats and go to the beach. I mean, you know, do something. These are your people, your subjects. Help your subjects. You are the sovereign. So be sovereign and do something. It's ridiculous. And soon they're going to be crying like Amber Heard after when she got sued for $10 million. Look, the kingdom is falling. It's falling. It is. And there's not much that can be done until that everything that was wronged is made right. But please like, subscribe, leave a comment. And if you want to jump out the window, please donate to Big Girl Diary. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I accept all. Oh, please. I want to thank M. Thank you very much for your donation. The $5. Greatly appreciated. All is welcomed. Okay, on that note,